Hey guys, welcome back to our family.
And today, this is our gender reveal recap. You know, we posted the gender reveal yesterday, and so we're just gonna talk about how the day went and all the wrong things that went on to the good things.
It was so stressful.
Yeah, it was a horrible morning.
Yeah. So let's just take it from the beginning all the way to the end. So the party was originally going to be at a park right here by our house. We woke up like at 7 in the morning to go to the park, and we get there and it's like literally like right here in back of us. We go and there's already people setting up for a birthday party and stuff. So we're just mad because, you know, it was supposed to be right here. And the park has 6 little tables, and it has like little how would you call that?
Like a canopy type of thing.
Yeah, it had like a little canopy type of thing, so it would have just worked perfectly fine. But it didn't. So then we went to a different park, which was like
and usually people don't have parties there at this
park. Nobody ever parties in the park right here in back of us. So we're like, we don't need to wake up that early just to go to the park, you know. But yeah, so after that we went to a different park. The park was a little bit further, but it wasn't that far. It's like a little 5-minute drive. So we went there. The tables, how they were in this park in back of us, were like straight like this, like 3 and 3 straight. And the tables in the other park, they were like round. It was like a little circle, and I didn't like that because I wanted the candy table and the food table to be together. So we didn't go to that park. No, so we went to that park, but we didn't like it. So we went to a different park, which was like maybe like another like 2-3 minute drive. You can say this part.
Okay, so here we go. So we get to that park, and I already knew off the back, I don't like this park. Because, I don't know. Well, it's not a bad park, it's just, I don't know. Not comfortable, I guess. But, so we go to that park. We're setting up. We put up, like, what, 4,
We had already like 5. I think we just needed like
5?
1 more.
No, 2 more. We need 2 more tablecloths.
Yeah.
And I see this car pull up, and they get off, and they're looking, and I seen them, but I was like, okay, I'm not gonna pay no mind to them, you know. So I just keep doing my thing, and then they walk up to us, and then this guy comes up to me like all crazy, thinking
He
all
came
bad.
up all crazy, like
saying, oh, hey, these are my benches. So he comes up, and I said, what the fuck? No, they're not. And then he's like, what do you mean? And I told him, like, they ain't yours. I was like, it's mine. And he said, what do you say? I think he said something like,
he's like, yeah, they are.
He's like, yeah, they are. And he's like, does it have your name on it? And I was like, what the fuck, does it have your name? And then he's like, yeah, it does. And I was like, well, let me see, you know? And so he was another guy, and he comes up with the receipt, and they actually had printed from the city. It was printed by the city that he had paid a $100 fee or reservation.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the hell? I just told him, like, damn. I was like, what the fuck? I thought you were trying to punk me. And he was cool after that. He's like, you know, telling me, but I don't know. The way he came up was like he was like trying to intimidate me, like, you know.
Like, he could have approached him a different way and like say like, oh hey, you know, like, we already have this little section reserved. But no, he came up all crazy, and I was just like, oh my god. Okay, so after we left, we had already set up all our tablecloths and everything. So, and we put tape on them and everything. So we had to take them all off. They got all ruined. So we're left with no tablecloth. I think we only had like 1 tablecloth left. So then we're like, let's go back to the other park, the one that has the round tables. And we were just sitting there, and I was just like, no, like, I don't like it. Like, it's not a bad park. It's just I don't like the way the tables were set up. Yeah, so I was like, no. So then I called my mom, and I asked my mom for her friend's number because they rent out tables. So then I called him, and I was like, "Can I rent out some tables?" And then like, and it was crazy because they were having a party that same day at they're having a baptism, so he couldn't come and bring the tables to our house, so we had to go. I took my sister's car and he took our car. The tables didn't fit in there, so we had to leave the tables. We only brought the chairs. Luckily, he lives in the same section where we live, so it's not far. So I had to call my dad's friend, his other friend. I had to call him, and because he has a truck, and he picked the tables up for us, and he brought them over here.
We ended up coming home, and within maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, we had to go get the chairs, go get the tables, come home, clean up the garage, sweep it out, and we have chihuahuas here that
we just have we have a bunch of things in the garage.
Yeah, we have chihuahuas that live in there, and they poop and all that. So we had to clean all that out. Well, I did clean all that out with the water hose, and clean up a big mess within like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then still have to get ready. And by the time we even got the tables and chairs, it was already like 8:30.
No, it was later.
Or something like that.
Maybe like 11 or 12.
No.
No. Like
it was,
10.
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, it was a hassle.
Yeah, but as he was cleaning the garage and everything, because for food we had chicken salad and we were going to get pizza. So I was in the kitchen helping my mom because she's the one that helped me with the chicken salad. It was just so hard because we had to peel the potatoes, carrots, and we had like 2 big trays of the chicken salad. So we had to do a lot of potatoes and carrots. We had to cook the chicken. It was just so stressful. And then we had to clean the house because the house wasn't clean. And then so as my mom was finishing like cutting the potatoes and the carrots, I had to go pick up my sister. From there, we had to go pick up the cake. So before I went and picked up my sister, I went and picked up the cake. Then I went to go pick up my sister. Then I had to go get the balloons. And then after the balloons, I had to go get tablecloths because they all got messed up. And then we got to the house and we just had to rush and put the tablecloths on the table. And we just had to set everything up. It was such a stressful morning. And we still had to get ready. It was hard. Because we had like, our timing was like good if it was going to be at the park, you know. But like plans changed. It was hard. But at the end, it all turned out good.
Yeah. After that, once everything was put together nice and everything was cool.
I was getting ready and I think he had just got out of the shower. My sister went and picked up the pizza. But after he got out of the shower, he had to go pick up the balloon. And as he went and picked up the balloon, I had just finished getting ready. And his brother had just got here, so it was like a good timing when I finished getting ready, basically.
Yeah. How'd you feel? Okay, so now that we went past the
I went through all the stressful.
So at the end though, what do you feel about having a girl? Or like how do you feel?
Okay, so I was.
And I'll say how I feel after.
Okay, honestly, I thought I was gonna have a boy. Like I felt it like in my heart, like it's going to be a boy. So I'm like, oh, when I pop the balloon, it's just gonna be blue. So the whole time I was convinced it was gonna be a boy because. First, I felt the baby move at 14 weeks, and they say girls are usually so much lazier to move, so the girls usually move like at 20-something weeks, and I felt the baby move at 14 weeks. And I was nauseous just the way I was with my son, and I'm not big, and I haven't gained any weight, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have a boy, another boy, like my son's just gonna have a brother to play with. So when the balloon popped, I was in shock. I was so surprised because it was a girl. I was just like so many mixed emotions. You know, I started crying because I wanted a girl. So yeah, it was just crazy because I was so convinced it was going to be a boy. It was just crazy.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Okay, go.
So I really wanted a girl, but at the same time, I really wanted a boy. So, yeah, I was convinced it was a boy. No, actually, at first, I wanted a girl. I thought
at first you were convinced it was a girl.
Yeah, but then I said, I don't even know what it is no more. I just gave up. And then I said, my tia ended up finding out what the gender was because of some complications that we had with because we had a whole other idea of how to do the reveal, but it didn't work out. But during that time, my tia said something along the lines like, oh, did you guys end up getting rid of the boy clothes? And I said, no. She's like, she's like, something like, that's why I told my cousins or something. Well, my cousins, you know.
Yeah, so she told her daughter.
Yeah, her daughter. So I was like, oh, it's a boy, all right. But, you know, I didn't see anything of it. But, yep, when I seen that it was pink, I was surprised. I can't even picture myself having a girl. Like, it's crazy. A boy is like, you know, it's just a boy. I mean, it's not just a boy, but it's probably more easier. And I'm a guy myself, so it's kind of like, I don't know. It's
a whole different change.
Yeah.
Like,
and then since it's going to be a girl, it's like, it's a whole another thing. It's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't see myself as, like, having any daughters either. That's why I was like, oh, I'm just going to have a boy. But, yeah.
So, 1 out of 10, we rate our gender reveal, like, the whole day?
Like a 9. Only because when we popped the balloon, like, he didn't have our son with us.
Well, that too. And I didn't see it in person because I was turned around.
Yeah, so I really like a 9. Maybe if, like, you would have had him and, like, they would have recorded you, you know, like, with, like, him and then, like, the balloon popping and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of regret the way we did it a little bit. But it was my idea. It's just...
yeah, I was like, because he wanted... Okay, so we shot it with the BB gun and I was like, no, let's just pop the balloon, like, all together. And then he was like, no, like... Well, because everybody does it like that, you know? But
I just wanted to be, like, a little different, but... You know, being different went wrong. But yeah.
Well, it still turned out good, you know. Like, we're happy we're expecting a little girl. So yeah, this is a little story time of how, like, everything went and, like, how stressful it was at the beginning and it just turned out perfectly fine at the end.
A little recap of our gender reveal. Subscribe, push the bell notification on, and like the video, share, comment, and all that. And it motivates us more to keep posting.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little recap of our gender reveal. And we'll be posting more videos, like more random videos. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy it.